Oh, Jesus Christ, guys, we're back. Hi.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, dudes?
Well, guys, big announcement on the channel. We are changing the channel. As you probably know, we are shadow banned because it's too edgy and controversial and brave. You know? So, to get back in the algorithm, we've decided to change this channel to an all GTA 6 updates channel.
All GTA 6 updates channel. I have inside info about GTA 6.
You can visit your grandfather in it.
You go to the post office. It's modeled after the real post office.
I got a screenshot of
The map. You can go fishing with your grandfather.
You can
Disassociate from your physical earth body.
Playing and you can watch yourself playing.
These are the facts about the game. I've been posting it on subreddits. Okay? Is anyone listening to me? Hello?
You can go fishing with your grandfather.
We'll be right back.
If you can beat them,
We can play basketball. We'd have to get the whole team back
Wait,
together.
hold on. Why are there hard subtitles on this? Hold on, let me try to turn it off.
Oh, great. Amazing, guys.
Here on this channel, we love to make fun of this stupid YouTube channel. What is it called? Daily Wire. And they're making their own movies and all this stuff. They've dubbed it Dailywood, I believe. But, of course, so we were very excited where they're making this movie. What is this goddamn stupid piece of crap called?
What is it?
Lady Ballers. Lady Ballers.
I like women, not men.
Let's check Rotten Tomatoes on this thing. Woo! 97. What is this? 97%. Wow. Ooh, that's
A crystal flute.
of a score. Okay. All right. I'm not trying to show off. And I know a lot of you are going to be really upset by this, you know, but I happen to have a Daily Wire subscription. Thank you. So I watched this goddamn movie in its entirety. Let's take a look. Look at this. Look at this part right here. Watch this.
Not again.
Oh, God. This was a real disappointment right here. This is in the first couple minutes of the movie. When I first found out that this company was going to be producing / distributing movies, I was like, oh, man. They got to get this guy Ben Shapiro to do cameos in these things. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm the debate coach. You can't tell me what to do.
And then he gets shoved in a locker, you know? I was saying that from the beginning. They got to get this guy doing cameos where he gets shoved in a locker. And they did get a Ben Shapiro-esque guy shoved in a locker, but it's not him. So this is strike one against this movie.
Until the others finally see. It takes a strong one.
Okay. You know, it's a sports comedy wrapped around these people's obsession with transgender people that they... Instead of just saying, we don't like transgender people, they got, something sports, you know. So it's a sports comedy wrapped around that, which is funny because these sports comedies, you know, I love these movies.
Major League, Mighty Ducks.
All this stupid crap, you know what I mean? So I'm on board. I'm on board with a sports comedy, and there is some funny joke writing in this, or it gets close to funny joke writing. Where it's like, I thought this was funny in the beginning. You know, they have a credit sequence where it's just their names. Jake Crane as Jake Crane. But even that, they kind of fumble because it's like, okay, if you're going to do that, stick to it. Everybody has their own name. But then the main character, Jeremy Boring, well, what's his name? Okay, so I mean, stick with the joke. And Jeremy Boring as Coach Jeremy Boring. But they fumble. Come on, man. But I was watching this goddamn thing, and I was like, okay, all right. There's a few funny parts in this, all right. And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Like a slob sports comedy, it's a hard formula to mess up. You know, and you're watching this thing, and you're like, oh, it's just some slobs playing basketball. Okay. You start to slip into it. You say, oh, okay, you know, whatever. But this thing just has this, like, weight, this dead weight that it drags along, which is them shoving their Daily Wire politics into this the whole time.
Our history teacher led us in a moment of silence for all the workers exploited by the capitalistic system.
You should ask your history teacher which side people ran to when the Berlin Wall fell.
What's the Berlin Wall?
Wow.
This happens the whole movie. You know, your brain starts to think, oh, I'm just watching Major League, or I'm just watching Eastbound and Down, or whatever. Then it hits you with the Daily Wire stuff, you know? It's like if somebody made a Die Hard movie, and every 15 minutes, John McClane, you know, he's like, if housing was affordable, I wouldn't have to be in these vents, these air vents right now. You know, and everybody's like, God damn it, why does he have to keep talking about this? He's taking me out of the experience of action. Oh, I stepped on all this broken glass, you know? And I don't have health insurance. He's looking at the camera saying all this. I don't have health insurance, so this is going to be a big problem for me. By the way, guys, did you know that this is the leading cause of bankruptcy in this country is health-related crap? He's still looking at the camera saying this.
Oh, why is he talking about this?
I was just getting into the action. Shit. But at least he would be talking about a real problem. This is great, too. These people have a razor company. What is this thing called? Jeremy Razors. Shaving crap. And you know what? There's a way that you could do this as comedy. They did this in Wayne's World where they were like with the Pepsi and the Reebok and all that crap. It's an ad or a joke ad, if we're being generous. It does not feel like a joke. Like this could be done as a joke. It does not feel like a joke. It just feels like an ad. Okay, but this right here is the scene that I was most interested in. Here we go. Oh, look, it's that guy.
Excuse me. Are these seats open? Never mind.
Abolish the police.
Told you we should have sprung for the box seats.
I saw this part in the trailer to this movie where Ted Cruz comes like,
Is this seat taken? This seat taken?
and the lady like shoots him a look and he's like,
Never mind.
and I'm like, what's the joke? What is the joke here? I guess I'll leave. And that's it. I guess we're just supposed to be, happy that beloved politician Ted Cruz, comedy legend Ted Cruz makes an appearance.
Oh, there he is. Amazing.
This honestly is a huge disappointment, and I might be asking for my money back from the Daily Wire on this one. Because there's so many good cameo roles for Ted Cruz. Like, what they should have done with Ted Cruz is they should have had him play a character like Steve Buscemi in Billy Madison. Okay, so we're watching this movie. Every time we start to think it's just a normal sports slob movie, then they hate you with this.
Of course, your divorce is affecting your daughter. 70% of all people in prison come from broken families. She's twice as likely to do drugs, twice as likely to drop out of school,
Okay.
4 times as likely to have trouble fitting in, 3 times as likely to end up in therapy, twice as likely to commit suicide,
Oh, wow.
50% more likely to have health problems.
Right. Oh, great. Just when I thought I was watching a movie, it turned into a Daily Wire segment.
I punched this part up. I punched this part up. I get a writing credit for this part. I don't know if you morons have ever picked up a screenwriting book, but one of the essential parts of screenwriting is to take people out of the moment and shove in a political message.
I mean, there's obviously great movies that have like explicit political messages in them, of course, like Kubrick movies and all this crap, Wall Street, maybe, I don't know. But the whole time I was watching this, I pictured like this movie, like an old black and white political cartoon where it's like this movie is like walking and then it has one of those old timey like ball and chain things on the leg and it just says Daily Wire Politics on the ball.
What were they doing with those balls and chains, by the way? What did they put them on prisoners?
When they were hitting rocks with a pickaxe? Why were they doing all that? Anyway, that's
something we'll look more into in the next video.
Oh, man. You know what I just thought of? I don't know if you guys saw this video, but a couple months ago, the Miami Heat were doing some halftime crap. And that guy, Conor McGregor, who's apparently a lunatic, based on this. Punched, I guess it's the Miami Heat mascot, punched him, and the mascot guy had to go to the hospital. I mean, listen to this. They should have had me punching this movie up. It would have been costly. I'll guarantee that. It would have been very costly, but I would have done it. They do a halftime show, where it's Bally the Lady Baller or whatever the mascot is. And it's like, if you knock out the mascot, you get $100 or whatever. And all these people are punching this mascot, just punching. Just a long line of people line up and they're just punching and beating this mascot. And then finally the mascot's laying down and everybody's like, there's a tense moment. I think he's dead. And then he like hobbles up and he takes off the head. It's Ted Cruz.
He's like, I'm okay.
I mean, so many opportunities wasted on that cameo. Oh, this is funny too. And look at that crowd. Wow. There's a joke in this movie where they're like, no one watches women's sports. But the plot of this movie is that they're on like a rec league or something? These guys are on some kind of rec league. They're in the rec league championship. They're in the local championships in Nashville. And this turnout, I've been to little community basketball league games before, and you know who shows up? It's the players' rides home. Half of the players' rides home, and that's it. Oh, no one watches women's sports, but half of Nashville comes to see this rec league basketball tournament. Okay, so this movie is insufferable, but one positive thing I will say is that guy Jeremy Boring, pretty good actor, not a bad actor. They throw all the Daily Wire people in this movie. The one guy, they're all pretty much actors or people who wanted to be actors, so they're kind of like, they're kind of convincing. There's one guy, this guy, what's the guy's name? Matt Walsh, the guy who's like always trending on Twitter because he's like, black people are, I don't know about them, or whatever. That guy should have never been put in that guy just can't. He's the one guy who stands out as like, this guy shouldn't be on camera. This guy maybe shouldn't be on any camera. And they even gave him one of the easiest to make funny parts. He's supposed to be like a yoga kind of, like a city liberal guy who has like a bunch of signs in his front lawn or whatever. And he just cannot do anything with it. This poor bastard.
Well, there we go. The most anticipated movie of the year. What is this stupid thing called?
What is it? It's the most triggering comedy. It'll trigger your ass. You're watching this. You're just like, I can't believe it. It's got a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes. That's a wow. What does Citizen Kane have on Rotten Tomatoes? Let's see. Oh, it's got an audience score of 90. So, sorry, Citizen Kane, but this was a better movie. The people have spoken. This is better. Okay, anyway, let's check in what these guys have been doing when they're not making Orson Welles look like a complete knob. What else are they talking about? Let's see. What's this one called? Henry Kissinger dead at 100. Oh, he croaked, that guy. And instead of putting him in a coffin, they honored him by putting him in a
toilet. Well, folks, Henry Kissinger is dead at the age of 100.
Never heard
Last
of him?
night,
Okay.
Henry Kissinger died.
Oh.
He was 100 years old.
Very sad.
I'd met him very briefly once, and I had interviewed him once. It didn't end up
showing
being
off.
He is a fascinating character, obviously. Very checkered character. A lot of the decisions he made were extremely cold-eyed.
Okay.
A lot of people, ranging from Anthony Bourdain to Christopher Hitchens, condemned him as a war criminal for his decision-making during the Nixon administration with regard to, for example, the Indonesian invasion of East Timor.
Okay.
Or
Okay, never heard of any of those, including Indonesia. Okay, so we've kind of looked at this before, but I was kind of surprised to see that there is a total bipartisan, whatever crap you want to call it, consensus that Henry Kissinger was an absolute creep, lunatic, that Henry Kissinger was an absolute
pendejo.
Just everybody seems to agree. It's almost like the audience score on what the basketball won. But this guy, Ben Shapiro, he comes on, he's like,
He's very cold-eyed. He brought a lot of intensity to the table, that's for sure, and I met him, and we went to Dave & Buster's together.
Okay, but wow, this video did not do great on views. 50K views when you have 6.59 million subscribers is like you failed. You should be kicked off YouTube. Okay, but anyway. I find it unbelievable that this man was awarded the Nobel Prize. Not at all surprising that you would not condemn Kissinger and his crimes. Ben Shapiro is the type of person to defend Henry Kissinger. This shouldn't be a partisan issue. This man was a POS with no regard for human life. Wow. Like, his audience is morphing into some kind of Tucker Carlson thing where it's like they just kind of hate everybody. They hate people who look different, but they also hate elites. And the definition of elites is constantly changing, and they're anti-vax and all this crap. And he just cannot keep up with them. He's like,
I'm gonna power through this. Henry Kissinger was actually cool.
They're like, we hate that guy sucks.
He was cool. Come on. He was cool and the elites are cool and you drool. I was in a movie and you weren't.
I mean, I can't find a positive comment here. The father of modern social engineering is gone. Hell has a new soul to play with. Whoa.
That's in the Bible. The beginning of the rise of the Antichrist.
Thank you, Alex.
He was a very interesting, beautiful guy who went to the same school as I did. Hey, wait, where are you guys going?
we're here in the studio with Montana Tucker. She's a model.
Yeah, that's a big who on that one. Okay. Anyway.
Singer, dancer, and activist. And of course, you've seen her all over social media, particularly right now, promoting the fight against anti-Semitism. Montana, great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming in.
Will you be my girlfriend?
Okay, come on, enough.
going into the college campuses, is going into, high schools even. There was a high school teacher that the other day had to be locked in her room because there were protests. I mean, in high schools. So I'm seeing it directly to myself on social media, but every day we're hearing about news stories now, what is happening in schools and on the streets, at restaurants. People are boycotting restaurants because they support Israel. People saying anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism. It is.
Okay. Oh my God, 38K. Oof. Not great views. Not great views on these. But I don't know. I guess this guy has like a quota now for once a week. He has to upload a video where he conflates being critical of a government with being a racist. It does seem like, what is this lady's name? Montana Tucker. Who? Who? It does seem like he's like, who can I find who will say something that's so clearly irrational? Who can I get to do that? Oh, Montana Tucker. Who? Who cares? Okay, let's check in with another one of these newswomen. What's the lady's name? Brett. Let's check in with what Brett has to say. Oh, AKA Ben Shapiro. Hold on. What's the title of this video? This new trend is helping men. Oh, I need help.
Ooh, I need help and am a man, so let's get rolling.
Welcome back to the comments section. I'm Brett Cooper.
Yeah, Brett, thank you. It's a real honor to be here. I really couldn't have done it without, I have actually a list of people here to thank. Oh, you were just, okay, sorry.
Obviously, guys, with everything happening in the world on a daily basis,
tell me about it.
All the chaos, all the tyrants, we cover a lot of negative things on this show. But today, we're going to be talking about something positive that I've been seeing on TikTok, and it is called Hopecore. And these types of videos have been around for a while, but it seems like now they are even more prevalent, and
Wait, hold on. What was the title of the video? New trend. It's been around forever, but it's a new, I get it. You had to shove out a segment. She's getting better views than Ben Shapiro, actually. She's crushing
She's crushing my ass. She's a girl, me. How is I be crushed by myself? This is the worst insult. A girl, me, is crushing me.
Oh my God, this would be a much funnier plot for a movie than that Lady Basketball movie. Is that Ben Shapiro's views start tanking, because Henry Kissinger rules or whatever, Just nobody wants to watch his crap anymore, so he devises a brilliant hijinks. He devises a hilarious ruse where he's like, a girl's beating me. A girl, me, is beating me. There's only one solution. And the solution is like he dresses like a girl. He's like, look, me too. Yeah, so pretty great segment here. Oh, this trend is sweeping. Oh, this brand new trend is sweeping TikTok. It's an old trend of motivational type crap. But I like this. Check out these people who are giving motivational advice. Check this out.
Day one.
Okay, Dwayne.
You can't wait for everything to be perfect.
I love that Theo's in here.
To start living your life.
Okay.
Everything takes time.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Theo Von, and then Chaz Palminteri. The guy who all the TikTok kids go to advice. 70-year-old Italian-American actor Chaz Palminteri. You gotta stick to what you do. I don't know. You stick to what you do. Chaz Palminteri, the star of one of my favorite movies, Little Man. Little Man, where Marlon Wayans plays a baby.
Oh! Now tell me, where's my diamond?
No!
You don't tell me where my diamond is. That cute little baby of yours is going to get hurt.
Oh, God, this movie rules. I love that Chaz Palminteri, one of the great actors, he's in Little Man. And I love too, that he's like, he thinks Marlon Wayans is really cute as a baby. He's like, that's a beautiful baby boy right there. If you don't tell me where the diamonds are, I'm going to take that beautiful, adorable little baby who has the face of a grown man. Oh! Oh, that sounds good. I got to put a beat on that.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I had the opportunity today to welcome and speak with one of the world's most outstanding current comedians.
Oh, wow. And you sound electrified with excitement. Okay, sorry.
Young guy, 28 years old, Matt Rife, who's exploded onto the comedy scene in the last few years.
Okay.
After having put his time in the trenches, he's been working as a comedian in small clubs and so forth. He started when he was 15.
Okay, then why, per se, Jordy, have I never heard of him?
Okay.
So he put in his 10 years before really becoming popular.
Wow.
He's been the subject of a relatively dedicated cancel campaign in recent weeks, and so we had a chance to discuss that, to discuss his witty, fast, brave, and appropriate response to that cancellation.
Okay, star of Little Men, Jordy Peterson. He got 1.5 million views on this in 3 days. So this is kind of a trending thing. What's the guy's name? Matt Rife. Okay, literally never heard of him until this. Never heard of him or his
political views.
Yeah, I guess this is some kind of a trending, controversial story. I guess because this guy's really popular. This guy's really popular, Matt Rife. And he did a bit, here's the story. He did a bit where there's like a lady in a restaurant who has a black eye. And he's like, well, if she knew how to cook, she wouldn't have a black eye kind of thing. And people are like, that's making fun of domestic violence. And he's like, I'm being canceled. The problem with the being canceled thing is that I searched on Netflix. This guy's on the main page of Netflix. His comedy special is on the main page of Netflix right now. I just checked. So it doesn't seem like much of a cancellation. I guess it's just like people are mad at me. I don't know anything about a lot of these comedians, you know, so I don't know who the
Toilets.
This guy is. So I went and watched this bit just to like get the full story. And I don't know, I guess people are arguing about this. Oh, it's making light of domestic violence. No, it's not. It's a joke, blah, blah, blah. But there's one thing that's for sure, which is that, what the hell?
This is some...
I mean, maybe this guy has like a younger audience who don't recognize a hacky bit.
I don't know, maybe I'm becoming an old man who doesn't get what these young kids are looking for in comedy.
Speaking of old men, though, Mark Maron jumped into this. Let's see what Mark Maron says. He says this is not one of his guys. Okay, I was just talking about hacky. Okay. Here's Mark Maron. Well, first of all, don't jump the gun on Matt Rife, Maron replied. If you don't know who he is, he's the new it boy of comedy. And he's taken a big chance in his career right now to shit on the mostly female audience that he's accumulated through social media. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be proud to admit this, but there is a mean Mark Maron-y part of me that looks at this guy, Matt Rife, and sees like a hacky bit that he's doing. And I just think, oh, a 28-year-old male model is not that funny? Oh, shocking. That's so shocking. Sorry. Okay, I take it back. Maybe his special's funny. I doubt it. No, I'll give it a chance. I won't. Also, where are they doing this interview? I imagine somebody's going to come in and be like, hey, guys, we got a baby shower coming in about 20 minutes. Can you move those chairs out of the way? But anyway, this young man needs some advice from a wise sage like Jordy. Let's check out what he's got to say.
I actually read a piece that I wrote for my little 2-year-old grandson who was trying all sorts of things on his head, pretending they were hats like old pieces of fish and so forth. And yeah, but anyways.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree with that, Jordy. Well, what was it? Your nephew was wearing a fish for a hat? Oh, well, that puts a new spin on, something. Probably, right? You okay? Well, guys, that's the end of the video. I don't have anything else. Just kidding, I was f***ing lying again. I was f***ing goddamn lying again. That's right, before we go, we got a new segment. This segment's called Not Paying for Things.
Well, guys, I have to admit.
This whole time, for all these years, however many stupid years I've been making these videos, I've been using an unregistered copy of Windows.
I've been using an unregistered copy of Windows 10 with the watermark still on it.
I know what you're thinking. Why did I go for years and years not supporting that struggling charity, Microsoft? But guys, good news. Now I can install fonts.
Fonts. Well, guys, that was a meaningless segment.
But I hope you're having a good week. Let me check. Was it probably Thursday? Oof.
Oh, it's true what I saw.
Oh man, Monday's got me like
a crystal flute
out here. But guys, we're pulling through. And I hope you have a good week. Love you so much. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
Subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book a Blega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you could become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people that make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.